What is up, everybody? My name is BobaTalks and welcome back to a brand new trailer breakdown for The Flash Season 4, Episode 3, titled Luck Be a Lady. So before we actually get into the breakdown part of the trailer, let's watch the trailer.
What the hell? Every time we try to do something right, it goes horribly wrong.
Why is this happening?
She's got a good luck field. The more good luck she experiences, the more bad luck she spreads.
No! If Becky keeps winning, bad luck will keep spreading.
How much worse can it get? Maybe we should burn some sage.
The Flash, only this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
So that was a pretty cool trailer, guys, and I actually remember doing a video on this villain, Becky Sharp, aka Hazard, a couple of months ago, I believe. I believe some photos came out from Hollywood North.buzz on her, actually in her costume. And the video was mainly about Harrison Wells returning as well. Some photos came out about him. And that's fitting as well because in this trailer, obviously, Harrison Wells has returned. And I am really happy about that because, honestly, one of my favorite parts about the Flash TV show is Tom Cavanaugh. It used to be, obviously, about the Reverse Flash in Season 1, but he is entertained us so much more than that in all kinds of different roles. I actually really loved HR. Some people loved him, some people hated him. I really liked HR last season. Now, obviously, he's coming back as Harry from Earth 2, and I'll get to that because in the synopsis, we learn a little bit about why Harry is returning. So I'm going to go ahead and read that out now. Barry and the team experience a string of bad luck and discover it is caused by a new metahuman. Harry returns to Earth 1 to give Wally a message from Jesse. So in the first part of this trailer, we see a lot of examples as to Hazard's powers because she spreads a lot of bad luck the more good luck she gets. So initially in the trailer, we see our Barry Allen, the Flash, running throughout Central City only to trip up over some marbles, I believe. We see Joe's and Cecile's house coming over lots of problems like water leaking through the ceiling. We see Cecile, I believe, even flip up at one point and fall over. And just all kinds of problems like that which seem to be happening. We even see Harry throw something, and I don't know if this is the way they cut it, because, you know, I don't know if it was somebody throwing it back at him, but it is probably due to the field of bad luck. We see it come back round like a boomerang and hit Harry in the face, which was very entertaining. And as I said earlier, this all does kind of seem to fit in very well, like Becky Sharp or Hazard seems to really fit in well with what they're trying to do with this new tone this season, because this looks like it'll be a very good excuse for a very funny episode. Now, obviously, I've been a bit out of action due to my shoulder being broken, so this is what I've initially done on The Flash Season 4, apart from the coverage before the show started. But I think the show's going very well. I do like the new tone they've got, but I think maybe Barry is being a bit too over, you know, kind of eccentric with the way he's acting. I think he's way too happy. I feel like the deaths he's had, like his father and his mother, kind of defined who he was. Don't get me wrong, I did think that he was also a bit too, you know, mopey all the time, but I kind of think he's a bit too happy than what he was in Season 1, if that makes sense. If they want to go back to Season 1, then have him happy, but don't have him way too happy like last episode. I did like the scene in the kitchen and stuff like that, but the following stuff where he's just way over the moon and stuff like that, I really hope that doesn't continue at such a happy vibe, because I feel like it is way too put on. I know obviously it's for a reason, like he left all that stuff behind in the Speed Force, but I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. But I feel like some of this is borderline cringy. So the way Hazard's powers work on the show is basically, as Cisco said, the more the more good luck she has, the more bad luck it spreads. And she seems to have this like bad luck field. So whatever's in the vicinity of where she is in the city, I believe will be experiencing bad luck. So for example, in that moment where Harrison Wells in the trailer throws, I can't remember what it was, and it comes back to him in the face, or when Cecile tripped over or the water was leaking from, like, I don't know, the attic or something like that. Or even where we saw Barry at the beginning of the trailer fall over because of the marbles or CC jitters, something was about to happen to that baby, which would be very bad. All these things are happening because obviously they are within the area of the bad luck field that she is giving off in the episode. We even hear Barry basically reiterate what Cisco said: if Becky keeps winning, and obviously Becky meaning Becky Sharp, aka Hazard, the more bad luck that will keep spreading. So it's really imperative that Barry has to stop her, because she's literally on a roll of good luck, and the things that are unfolding or will unfold in this episode are just getting so out of hand, to the point where Iris even said, how much worse can it really get? And trust me, it can get so much worse, because we even saw a flipping plane engine start to fail, which is absolutely crazy, and it's going to be so interesting to see how Team Flash deal with this one, because that is just next level bad luck. So they are really going to have to stop Becky Sharp, which we all know they obviously will, before, I mean, what could be more worse than a plane engine failing whilst the plane is in air? That's just crazy. But as weekly villains go, it's kind of obvious that Team Flash are going to be the victors here. But I think we're going to learn a little bit more about these new metas that are popping up around the city. And if you don't really know what I'm talking about, if you remember from episode 2, we learned from Kilgore after Barry and Joe asked him, you know, but you were basically somewhere else when the particle accelerator went off. So how are you a metahuman? And he basically didn't explain how he became a metahuman, but he said he wasn't the last one. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see if Becky Sharp is one of these new metas. I think it's kind of obvious because she probably wasn't around when the particle accelerator went off in Central City either. And I think at some point along in this episode, we're going to be given another clue as to how these new metas came around. And I'm willing to bet that this is all connected to the Thinker. He somehow probably has this ability to bestow metahuman powers upon people. And I don't know what the purpose is as to why he wants the Flash to deal with each of these weekly villains, because we all know that he's not necessarily the typical villain they said that we've had before. He wants to correct humanity and he needs the Flash's help to do that, but at the same time, why would he get new metahumans to cause all this chaos around the city? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the Thinker, or the Thinker giving these powers to all these new people, as they probably didn't get them from the particle accelerator. Even though there was plenty of people created by the particle accelerator, I think the new thing that they're trying to do this season with metahumans is that they weren't actually created from the particle accelerator. Now, as to the message that Harry wants to give Wally from Jesse, I think this might have something to do with the whole reason as to why Wally West wasn't seen filming a while back. This could be him going over to her Earth, or the Earth 3, sorry, that she's now on. But technically Jay Garrick is back, so I don't know what they're doing with that. But this could be as to why Wally wasn't seen filming a little while back. So he might be going away after this new message gets delivered to Wally. So we might not see him on the show for quite a few episodes, or, well, for the foreseeable future. But I would love to know what you think about what Jesse wants Wally to know in this episode. But apart from that, guys, that is everything I have to say about this trailer. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below, and let me know what you think of The Flash Season 4 in general. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button, as it really does just show me that you enjoyed this video and just shows your support for the channel. And don't forget, if you want to stay a bit more up to date with me personally, you can follow me on social media. The link should be popping up around here, or you can click on the links in the description below. But apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.